everybody, it's Doreen, and I'm back today with, of course, a birthday card. Now, just because I make nothing but birthday cards and anniversary cards, and I only make one of those, doesn't mean that the cards that I'm making, you can't make it to be whatever kind of card you want. This particular one, I just stamped out birthday wishes on it, but you can stamp out whatever you need to stamp on the card. I'm just here to give you some examples of how to make a card, and mine just happened to be birthday cards. So the card that I made today, or that one will be making today, is for my good best friend and buddy, and she's like a sister to me, Schuyler. I know many of you have heard me talk about her. We met each other through YouTube several years ago, and we've gotten to be very close. Well, her granddaughter happens to share the same birth date as my husband, so I always try to make her a card every year. So what does our card look like for today? This is the card that we will be making, and it is a Silhouette online store file, and it happens to be it happens to be Logan's 9th birthday. So come on and join me, and I'm going to show you how I made this card. Okay, everybody, so let's bring up the supplies and we'll get started on the card. So this is an actual Silhouette file, and I'll put the item number up here in the video, and I'll also include it down in the description box as well. And if you want to know how much it measures, it is a 5x5 card. So I've already cut it out, and what you'll need to do is, well, before we do that, I'm going to go ahead and add my inside sentiment. And I did the print and cut to do my inside sentiment, and then I also inked my edges using the Tim Holtz Distress ink. I'm using the Seedless Preserves. Schuyler's granddaughter Logan, her favorite color is purple, just like me, so I'm using purple to make her card. So let's get some tape on the back of here. I'm just gonna make a big X here and put it across here, and then we'll add this. And what I did to do this inside sentiment was I just made a actually this piece is 4 3/4 by 4 3/4 size box, and then I went ahead and put my inside sentiment inside that box, and then made sure that I had my wording at no cut and had my edge as the cut. So I've got a video out there on how to do the print and cut, so I'm not going to show you how to do that. So now the next thing we'll add is our next piece, and this is going to go inside facing this way. So your design, if you have double-sided paper, that's fine. Then your design is going to also face this way, and if you have the double-sided paper, it'll show up on this side too. But I wanted to use this paper and I didn't have it double-sided, so I just went ahead and cut a 4 3/4 and 4 3/4 inch square. Now, when you purchase the file, it does not give you this piece for the inside. At least I don't think it did. I think I end up measuring out my own. If you use double-sided cardstock, then you don't have to worry about it. You'll have another color on the other side that'll show through your butterflies. But I didn't use double-sided cardstock, so I am going to go ahead and put this piece in there. Now I'm using score tape, and I'm putting my score tape just along the edges there. You don't want to put tape all the way on the whole piece because you have your butterflies showing through and you don't want anything to stick on that. Although what you could do is you could cover this entire piece with tape, and then you could put or glue, and then you could sprinkle glitter on it, and you would have like a glittered paper, and the glitter would be showing through the butterflies. Believe it or not, I just thought about that just now, but I actually don't want to do that because I don't want to have glitter everywhere. So you want to make sure that you're getting your butterflies covered. And I guess I should have left them closed before, so that I can make sure I'm getting this. And I'm covering up all the open spaces, which I have. And now I'm going to flip this over and open up my butterflies. It looks like I got a little bit of tape there, so that one wanted to stick. So you just go ahead and pop these out and pop them up so they kind of sit up like that. And make sure you're very careful when you do that, because you don't want them to tear apart and for the whole butterfly to come off. So it looks like this. Now, I also went ahead and took another file, and I will put this file number up here in description, up here in the video and in the description box below. And this is actually a file that was a cake with candles, and you could put the number of the child or whoever's birthday it is. You could put that on there. So Logan is turning 9 years old, so I'm putting a 9 here, and I'm going to have that sitting in the center there. Now I did pop this up on foam dots, this piece as well as the number 9, and I did cut out 3 of the 9s and glue them together just so I'd have some thickness and dimension. And then I've added some foam tape in the back. So we're just going to go ahead and add this, number 9. Oh, and I also stamped out best wishes down here at the bottom. So all in reality, this is a very, very easy and quick card to make. But I am going to dress it up just a little bit more. You know, I've got to add my bling. And I'm going to put that on there on the front, probably on the butterflies. But I'm first going to add this here in the center, like so. And basically our card is done. So let me go ahead and add some embellishments, and I'll come back with the finished card and my envelope. Okay everybody, so I am back with the finished card. So what I've gone ahead and done is I did go back and ink my edges using the Sealess Preserve. I didn't like the way it just looked so plain, so I had to put something on the edges at least. And then I've added some bling in between the middle of each butterfly, like so. And then at the top here I've made a bow using my Bow It All by Zutter. And also I've added a little flower in here. This is just one of those Michael's flowers that I've got an abundance of. And I went ahead and took some of my homemade glimmer mist and put that on the flower just to give it a little pizzazz. So that is my card. And then I used my We Are Memory Keeper 123 punch board and made my envelope. And I went ahead and stamped out a cupcake with a candle. And I also used my watercolor paints to color in the cupcake wrapper and the top of the cupcake. And I stamped out best wishes. And I did the envelope box since my card has a little dimension. So that is it everybody. This is the birthday card that I've made for Schuyler's granddaughter, Logan, who happens to share the same birthday as my husband. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.